Good afternoon, loves. How are you doing? I know this is not my usual content, but I have to get something off my chest. I am a very spiritual person. I've been on a spiritual journey for, probably close to 2 decades now. And I just wanted to give this message. I mean, I've been feeling very, very called to share this message, and I've seen other people sharing it, which has inspired me to share it, which is we are all psychic. You are psychic. You are a medium. Everybody has that ability. I grew up thinking that only a select few special people were born with it, and you were either born with it or you weren't, and that was all there is to it. And then when I started my spiritual journey, I started hearing the concept that you could grow your psychic abilities, and I set out hard to do that. And it took a long time to really start believing in myself and believing in that being a possibility, because when I started out, I really did not believe that. But I tried anyways because I felt called to do so. It felt important to me, and I was passionate about it. And still to this day, I'm always growing and evolving within that and within gifts. And sometimes you're using your gifts and you don't even recognize it. You don't know until you know. And there's so much free information and resources. But here's the big takeaway here is you don't need fancy seances to talk to the dead. I love crystals. If you come to my house, you'll find crystals on windowsills all throughout my house and nooks and crannies. But you don't need crystals to do anything. I love sage, but you don't need that. You don't need anything. You don't need any tools. You don't need any rituals. I literally follow my intuition. Sometimes I feel called to do things. One time I felt called to write down my biggest desires that I wanted to manifest, and I buried them in the dirt outside my house for them to be watered like a plant, basically. And it was just a symbol of growth, but I didn't read that anywhere. I just felt called to do that. And that's just one example, but you don't have to do rituals. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to have any fancy tools. And I do want to find a way to help teach people how to develop and grow without any fancy tools or money or any of that crap. Anyways, love you guys. Bye. Okay, I wanted to make a part 2 on this because I think it's really important. I think psychic and medium gifts are really just so natural and a part of who we are. And, so many people say, oh, I wish I could, make a phone call to heaven. But you literally can. You can talk to your loved ones at any time. And you just have to learn to listen, really. That's all. You just have to learn to listen and to pay attention to the signs and the messages. You can ask for a specific message or a specific sign. And I think that this is really natural, but we've been taught that it's evil and that it's crazy and that it's wrong and all this stuff. And I'm really at a point in my life, death used to be my biggest fear. And I mean, I struggled with it for so many years in my childhood, my young adult life. And I'm at a point in my life where I've been studying near-death experiences and stuff. If you watch that movie, Come What May, that was a game changer for me. And I really do believe that something to that effect is what it's like. And I've had some really incredible, crazy and vivid dreams that have kind of changed my perspective. And I just think it's such a natural part of life. And we could all be so connected to this invisible side of our existence, but we've been taught to close it off. We've been taught to be scared of it. And our brain literally functions like a computer that's been programmed to filter out psychic phenomena and all that stuff. We've been trained to shut it down, but you can train yourself to notice things, to pay attention, to pick up on energies, because it's energy and it's out there and it's around us all the time. It is the most natural thing. And, and at this point in my life, I think it's so incredible and exciting to realize that, compared to where I was years ago and was skeptical about everything. But yeah, I mean, if we could drop the taboo and the fear, and all that, I think that it could be like a normal way of life for all of us. And I think that's pretty amazing. I think it's pretty awesome. I don't think it's evil or dangerous. Yeah, it's my opinion. Love you guys. Bye.